What up, YouTube? Timmons here. Now, here is my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films or and TVs that are coming out this week, whether it be theaters, streaming, etc. All right, here, here's the films that are set for release. Now, not anything too big, more like Oscar-based streaming and stuff, but because of course the big one doesn't come out till next week, which is Avatar: Way of the Water. So, anyway, the films that are set for release this week, we got The Whale, which stars Brendan Fraser, who plays this obese and relentless English teacher who tries to reconnect with his strange teen daughter for one last chance at redemption. Now, they're saying that Brendan Fraser could probably take home his first ever Oscar for this, and even though I haven't seen the movie, I would love to see the Oscar actually honor him and Brendan Fraser. Like seeing him, having a cool comeback here, I think it's terrific. He looks great in this thing. You got Darren Aronofsky, who, let's be real, to me, he hasn't done a good movie since Black Swan back in 2010. So this is technically also, I guess you say, comeback for Darren Aronofsky as well. But this does look really intriguing, looks interesting. So hopefully it'll be decent. All right, we also got Sam Mendes' movie Empire of Light, which is a romance that develops in a beautiful old cinema on the south coast of England in the 1980s. Now, this stars Olivia Colman. You also have Michael Ward, Toby Jones, Colin Firth, directed by Sam Mendes, who last gave us 1917. He also did American Beauty, two of the Bond movies. He's a really cool filmmaker, and so I'm definitely looking forward to check this one out. It looks really intriguing. The cinematography looks great. I believe Roger Dickens is doing the cinematography, so there's that. I'm interested to check this one out. All right, we also got Father Stu Reborn, which I literally thought this was going to be a sequel, but it's actually, of course, this a fate-based movie with Mark Wahlberg that got released this past April, where Mark Wahlberg plays this former boxer who becomes a priest and all. That was, of course, rated R. This is actually like a PG-13 version, so similar to what Fox did with Deadpool a couple years ago, when they, of course, released a PG-13 cut. So yeah, I do Father Stu was decent, but I'm not really interested in seeing a PG-13 version. I mean, it's probably gonna be the same, just with less f bombs. But all right. Now coming to limited release this week, we got Roald Dahl's Matilda. Now this is actually going to theaters this week and Netflix. I believe the following week or I think Christmas. I can't remember the actual Netflix release. Now, of course, this is actually more based on the musical and all. I think this looks decent. The 1990s Matilda one always holds a place in my heart. So I'm interested to check out like has been killing it in the music genre, whether it's the prompt, whether it's Tick Tick Boom or anything. So I just love Netflix when they do their musical stuff. So hopefully this could be decent. All right, now on Netflix this week we got Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which I'm actually gonna be seeing like this film in theaters on Saturday. With a live Q&A with Guillermo del Toro, so I can always see that. And this Pinocchio movie, I gotta say, looks magnificent. There's even talks that this could actually even not only get Best Animated Feature, but get Best Picture at the Oscars. So that's interesting. The stop motion animation looks great. Yeah, I think this looks really remarkable. Hopefully, it'll be decent. And I'm one of the rare folks who's not mind the Robert Zemeckis one, by the way. But they're saying that this is even better, so we shall see. All right, we got a couple of stuff on Disney Plus this week. First up, we got Night at the Museum. Kamara rises again, which is the animated follow-up to Night at the Museum. This one has Nick Daly, who's hesitates becoming a museum watchman, and Kumara returns to conquer the world. So this actually features Ben Still's character from the first film, Son, who's now a watchman here. And I gotta say, the trailer actually looks really decent. I really love the Night at the Museum movies, especially the last one. I mean, the thing with Robin Williams will get you all the time because the third Night at the Museum film was actually Robin Williams' last feature, and the scene where he waves goodbye to the audience, that will really get you. But as for this, of course, you actually have Thomas Lennon, who's voiced Theodore Roosevelt, and I like how they still made Theodore look a little bit like Robin Williams. I think that's really cool. But yeah, I'm interested to check this one out. It looks really intriguing, so hopefully it'll be decent. All right. Also on Disney Plus, we got Idina Menzel, "Which Way to the Stage," which is a concert film featuring Idina Menzel, who's of course best known for voicing Elsa in Frozen, Wicked fame. She was great in Uncut Gems, by the way. So I'll probably give this one to go. I do like Idina Menzel. She is a really terrific singer, so this could be interesting. All right, on Hulu, we got It's a Wonderful Binge, where like many years after the first binge, Hags, Andrew, Sarah, and Kimmy faces the realities of adulthood as the annual binge day is moved to Christmas Eve. Amidst the chaos, Hags plans a proposal to Sarah, and Andrew deals with his rocky relationship. Now you got Nick Swartzen, Danny Trejo's in this. I love the first binge. I mean, it was actually one of my favorite comedies of 2020. Not like there was really much to look forward to in 2020, but yeah, the first binge was awesome. So I'm looking forward to check this one out. I mean, yeah, I'm really like it's pretty much like The Purge in a weird way. So yeah, I'm interested to check out this new one. All right. Also, now on Apple TV Plus, we got Emancipation, which stars Will Smith, who plays Pierre, who's a slave who flees a plantation in Louisiana after he is within a inch of his life. Now, this is directed by Antoine Fuqua. You got Will Smith is in this, so of course his first major film since the slapping on. And I gotta say, this does look really intriguing. Of course, this is actually based on a picture, on a picture as well. And take the slap aside and all, Will Smith is a good actor. Whether it's like Bad Boys, King Richard, he was still great. And so I'm interested to check this one out. So hopefully he'll be decent. All right. On Prime Video, got a movie called Something from Tiffany's, which stars Zoe Deutsch, who plays a woman who gets a pendant when an engagement ring that was for someone else leads her to the person she's should be with. And I can't begin to tell you how awful this looks. I love Zoe Deutsch. I mean, I saw her in person one time. She seems cool and everything. I liked her in films and all, but this looks awful. I mean, it just looks like a Hallmark film all the way. Like, definitely has a Hallmark feel to it. Uh, you can probably take a big guess what's going to happen at the end. She's going to end up with a handsome guy and all that. So it's pretty much a Hallmark film. You guys know where you're getting with that, but yeah. All right. Now we got a couple of Christmas horror films coming out. In Deers and Shudder, we got Christmas Bloody Christmas, which is a horror film about a robotic killer Santa Claus, which I love. I love Killer Santa Claus, whether it's Silent Night, Deadly Night, Silent Night. Who does not love seeing Santa Claus late, folks? Come on. Now here's what it's about. It's Christmas Eve, and a fairy record store owner, Tori Toombs, just wants to get drunk and party until the robotic Santa Claus at a nearby toy store goes haywire and makes her night more than a little complicated. Santa embarks on a rapid killing spree through the neon drenched snowscape, ultimately forcing Tori into a blood splattered battle for survival. This looks awesome. I mean, it looks fun. I literally think this is like Silent Night, Deadly Night meets that Child's Play remake. That's what I'm getting at with this. It looks really cool. Santa Claus just laying folks sign me up right there. So I'm interested to check this one out. Well, this week we only have a movie where Santa Claus is killing. We also got a Grinch horror film coming out this week, and that is The Mean One. Here's what The Mean One is about. In the sleepy mountain town of Newville, young Cindy, you know who, Cindy, you know who, witnessed her parents murdered by on The Mean One, a bloodthirsty green-skinned creature dressed in a red Santa suit. 20 years later, as a ravenous monster begins to terrorize the town and threatens to ruin the holidays, she finds a new purpose in stopping and killing the beast. Now, uh, you see, there's like a little bit of a trend featuring children characters killing folks. Of course, next year we got Winnie Pooh Blood and Honey, which I can't wait for. There's a Bambi horror movie coming. There's a Peter Pan horror film in the works. So this is an interesting trend right here. And of course, the Grinch here is actually played by David Howard Dorn, who just played Arthur Clown in Terrifier 2. So that has me intrigued. I'm so pumped for this. It looks so fun, looks entertaining. I definitely gotta see this one. See this week. All right. Now on Tubi, we got another horror film called Bed Rest. Now this was originally supposed to be a theatrical release, but looks like this is actually going to Tubi rather than theirs, which okay, that says a lot. Now this stars Melissa Barrera, who of course was just in the recent Scream film. Now here's what this flick is about. After years of struggling to start a family, Julie Rivers, played by Barrera, is pregnant again and moving into a new home with her husband as they embrace a fresh start upon being ordered to mandatory bed rest. Julie begins to slowly unravel as she suffers through the monotony and anxiety of her new constraints. Soon, terrifying ghostly experiences in the home begins to close in on Julie, stirring up the past demons and causing others to question her mental stability. Trapped and forced to face her past and the supernatural, Julie fights to protect herself and her unborn baby. And this looks awful. I mean, I love Melissa Bird. She was great on Vita. I liked her in The Heights. She was good at Scream. But my God, this just not look good. After seeing the previews, I could see why this is getting Moochie Tubi. I mean, it's not even getting Moochie Netflix, Amazon, nothing like that. Tubi is the right option for it, I guess. But yeah, hey, I guess one thing, Tubi is free, so there's that. But yeah, all right. We also got a movie coming, like a film coming out this week called Repeater, which finds, kills, repeat for Hitman Smith, played by Paul Sadu. These are the only words to live by. But a botched job in Colombia forces him to take a high stakes open contract arranged by his handler, man, played by Corbin Bernstein, who's always good. Smith's lawyer, Smith, who is Smith's latest target, the hacker activist Rashuhu, played by Nick Moran, who has a run, who has run afoul of corrupt corporations and powerful men like Silver, played by James Faulkner. So yeah, this is pretty much like a home video based film. So yeah, it does not look all that great. All right, we also got Detective Redemption, which stars Bruce Willis in it. After the events of Rogue, Detective James Knight, played by Bruce Willis, is in prison for after the events of Rogue. Detective James Knight is in prison for murders of Winna and Briga. During this Christmas season, Knight gets caught up in the middle of a jailbreak led by a violent fanatic named the Christmas Bomber and his Santa Claus Disciples. He strikes a deal to take out the terrorists in exchange for his reinstatement. So this is pretty much like a whole trilogy that, of course, Bruce Willis did this before he got sick, and this is actually one of his last films. He's doing, I don't know. One thing is, looks like it's another Bruce Willis film taking place during Christmas, for first time since Die Hard, which by the way is not a Christmas movie, just let you guys know. But I don't know. Although unlike Die Hard, it looks like this is actually more a Christmas movie than Die Hard is. So that says something, but who knows? Anywho, all right, we also got a movie called Black Warrant, where a special ops assassin and a DEA agent cross paths while trying to stop a cyber terrorist organization from attacking the power grid and causing catastrophe. Now, this does star Tom Berenger. Boy, you don't hear that name a lot. Jeff Fahey and Cam Kajante, who were just in Violent Age just recent. And yeah, that looks pretty terrible, actually. I mean, yeah, lots of home video based action movies nowadays, but All right. We also got a couple of documentaries coming out this week. We got the Al Sharpton documentary called Loudmouth, and we got a documentary called To the End, which follows four women of color who are key players in the rise of the new green new deal, a new plan to address climate change, economic justice, and racial justice. This does feature Alexandro Cortez, so I don't know. Doesn't could be interesting, but I'm not really all that intrigued by it. So now we do got a couple of TV shows set to premiere this week as well. We got Back to the Groove, which is hosted by Tay Diggs and is a Hulu reality series where it features like these older females trying to find love with younger guys here, and I love that it's hosted by Tay Diggs because he did do a movie called How Stella Got Your Groove Back, so I think that's actually pretty funny. So I'm not really into these things, so to be honest here. So we also got Too Hot to Handle season 6, which okay, a show about where I kid you not, this is literally the actual plot of the show, where like a group of contestants literally had to be staying from sex in order to win money. Yeah, that's literally the premise. Okay, that's cool, I guess, but yeah, no, I mean, I'm not really like I said, I'm not all that big with these dating shows. The Bachelor, Bachelorette. Yeah. Anyway, uh, we also got the Real Housewives of Miami season 5. Who cares? We got Southside season 3 coming to HBO Max, and also today we got Doom Patrol season 4, which man I forgot it premiered today. But by the way, nice week for Brandon Fraser. Of course he has Doom Patrol season 4, and he has a Will both out this week. So kudos, like, hey, this is a great week for to be a Brandon Fraser fan. So yeah, but as for these, not some bad stuff here. I mean, but let me lead you guys. Which is these films or shows are you interested in? Are you interested in The Whale, Doom Patrol? Are you even interested in Too Hot to Handle? Are you looking for it? Check out the mean one. Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Simon signing out.